Dr. Kelly.
Thank you. Good evening, and thank you for the invitation to present my credentials to you. I am a resident of Berwyn for the last 33 years. My educational background includes a bachelor's and master's degrees from St. Xavier University in Chicago and a doctorate in curriculum instruction and educational psychology from Loyola University. So we're both alumni. My work experience includes 17 years of high school teaching. I'm currently an associate professor of education at Chicago State University. I work in teacher education and evaluation, both in the elementary and secondary colleges of education there. I was elected to the Board of Education of Morton High School in 1991. And I served on the board until 2007. I was board president from 1995 until 2007. And during that 16 years, I was directly involved in a great number of issues. We had a long-range plan for Morton West to be the home school for students from Berwyn, Stickney, Lyon, etc. We established the Freshman Center to help students be successful and to adapt to the larger school setting. We were very vigilant on safety issues. We enacted a zero-tolerance policy, no gangs, no drugs, no weapons. I was personally involved in setting up the alternative school to provide opportunity for those students who had made mistakes to finish their education. We established the schools within schools to help students pursue their own talents and interests. Separated the theater program. In all of these decisions with which I was involved, what was constantly happening was that Berwyn had a voice. It doesn't have one now. The people of Berwyn need to be involved in their schools. Last year, during the political campaigns, we kept hearing, ready on day one. You need experienced leaders so that we can access the additional funds that will be coming our way both at the state and federal level. Our kids don't have the time to wait, and you don't have the time to wait. I thank you for listening.
Mr. Corbus.
Hello, my name is Ted Corbus, and I want to thank the Morton PTO for inviting me today. I'm a 24-year resident of Berwyn. I moved in here in 1985. I have a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in mathematics with a minor in accounting. I've worked for a consulting firm for 30 years now, and as a software engineer. And the division I work in is provides learning services to businesses. I'm running for the school board for the second time. I ran in 2007. And my three main issues that I would like to talk about are trust, academics, and finances. I think one of the biggest issues today facing the district is an issue of trust. I think people think that this district is just based on politics and cronyism, that favoritism is done. And I think that's one of the reasons the referendum failed 3 times in a row. People did trust that the money would be spent wisely, thinking it would go to politicians rather than kids. I want to try to bring trust back into the district, making sure all contracts are bid, there's an open bidding process, and all contracts are written open bid. The second issue I'd like to talk about are academics. Right now, District 201 has one of the worst rates of meets or exceeds state standards in the state of Illinois. Only 25% of juniors meet or exceed state standards when they take the PSA, when they take the test as a junior. That is one of the lowest in the states. I want to try, and because of that, there's a perception in the community that people's kids are not going to get educated anymore. That's why we see people moving out of this community or sending their kids to private schools. I want to do things that will make the educational experience better, One of my ideas is to create a magnet school so that people who have high-achieving kids feel they can send their kids to a school in this district. Another idea I have is I'd like to extend the school day by 1 hour and add an extra class per day. The third issue that I'm concerned about is finances. This district is $186 million in debt. It has continually run a deficit or budgeted deficit of $5 to $6 million a year, and it only has $35 million in reserve. If we continue running a deficit of $5 to $6 million a year, we're going to run out of money in 7 years. I actually applaud the new board in that this year the actual deficit was only $2.5 million rather than $5 to $6 million. I want to continue on that trend and try to get the deficit at least down to $2 million so we don't run out of money. I'd also like to look at ideas such as outsourcing and holding firmer on, especially in this economy, on increases in the salary scale. Again, my name is Ted Corbos. I'm running for the school board, and I hope you will vote for me on April 7th.